First fairy tales. Sort of like the one I saw on TV this afternoon on the Disney Channel.
What's that?
Cinderella.
Oh, I've been working on that one. Can I do that one?
You bet.
Yeah, okay. Once upon a time in a corn country there lived a beautiful girl, and her name was Rindecella. Now, Rindecella lived with her muggly other and her two sad blisters. And also in the same corn country there was a very pransome hench. And this pransome hench was going to have a bancy fall. So he invited the people for riles amount, especially the pitch reaper. Now, Rindecella's muggly other and her two sad blisters, they went out to buy some drancy fesses to wear to this bancy fall. But Rindecella couldn't go because all she had to wear was some old wordy dags. And finally the night of the ball arrived, and Rindecella couldn't go, so she just cat down and shried. And she was kitting there shrying when all at once appeared before her Gary Mudfather. And he touched her with his magic wand, and there was a keg, boach, and hicks white sources to take her to the bancy fall. And he said to Rindecella, "Now you must be home by midnight, or I'll turn you into a tumpkin." Now, when Rindecella arrived at the bancy fall, the pransome hench met her to door because he'd been watching behind the wooden handle. Now, Rindecella and the pransome hench, they danced all night till midnight, and they lay in love. And when the mid-clock struck night, Rindecella staced down the rares, and just as she beats the rottum, she slopped her dripper.
I'll bet that hurt.
Now the next day, this pransome hench searched all over this corn country for the beautiful girl that slopped her dripper. And when he came to Rindecella's house, he tried it on her muggly other, and it fitted it. And he tried it on her two siggly usters, and it fitted it. And he tried it on Rindecella, and it fitted it. It was just the sight rise. Now, Rindecella and the pransome hench, they were married and lived heavily after happers. And the story of the Maury is this: if you go to a bancy fall and you want to have a pransome hench loll in love with you, don't forget to slop your dripper.